Kalvin Phillips decided in the summer that he was going to stay at City and fight for his place. But I think it's reached the point of no return for him really under Pep Guardiola. He didn't play really at all last season after his move from Leeds United. I think he probably thought that, or hoped at least, that his prospects would improve this season, and they haven't. And the one big thing for him this season has been that his competition in midfield, Rodri, when he was suspended for those 2 Premier League games against Wolves and Arsenal, that Phillips didn't start either of those, and he's only started 1 game all season, and even that was in the Carabao Cup against Newcastle. The problem that Phillips has got is that he needs to be playing regular first team football to be part of the England squad ahead of the European Championships in Germany next summer. As things stand, he's still being picked for England. He was picked for this latest squad for the November internationals against Malta and North Macedonia. But Southgate has said a number of times that his players really need to be playing regular first team football. A, if they're going to make the squad, and B, if they're going to be regulars in his team. And that's a situation that Kalvin Phillips is faced with. The link with Newcastle is obvious, given that Newcastle have got a lot of injury problems at the moment. They've also got problems in midfield with Tonali's ban for breaching betting rules. It's a position that they've already decided is going to be prioritised in January. And really, Kalvin Phillips would fit the bill. He's a very, very good defensive midfielder who's not playing at City, and so he's looking for other options elsewhere. It's likely that Newcastle are going to face a little bit of competition, possibly from Juventus and Bayern Munich, who are also in need of a defensive midfielder. But in terms of Premier League interest, Newcastle would make an awful lot of sense. Pep Guardiola has said in the past that if a player wants to leave, he won't ever stand in their way, even if it's to a Premier League rival. Newcastle probably aren't Premier League title challengers in amongst the teams that City probably find themselves competing with, but they are still a very good Premier League team who finished 4th, so it will be down to City and Pep Guardiola to decide whether they think that Newcastle is the right move for him. But as things stand, it looks very, very likely that Phillips will leave City in January. Obviously, Newcastle hope that they will end up signing that player. It seems like a good fit on paper. But again, these deals are often very, very hard to do. It's one to look out for in January, certainly.